Station, my game just crashed. Oh, my figures.
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
Believe you to tell me to do things when I'm the Dovahkiin. I am the Dragonborn.
Enchanting services are one of the few. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right?
I would have been through the whole dialogue sequence.
Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
Just like
Until
anywhere
next
else,
time.
it's all about who you know. Lucky for you.
If you require assistance with summons,
Finally found him.
please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
That's all I've been freaking looking for. I don't really care if my character's freaking poor.
All right, then.
You know, they say knowledge is its... Yes, they have. I can feel the difference already. But, of course, I'm far more in tune with these sorts... Thank you. I appreciate your assistance. Mm-hmm. Keep your hands to yourself.
I hate myself now. Apparently, I just realized that saliva is just mouth sweat. Hmm. Shut up, Nernwood.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal.
Hi, Mom. How are you? Have fun. Do you hear that, Mom? Hi. What are you doing? Run, Mom, run! Okay, game. I still tripped him, but fine. Never actually done a full-on mage playthrough, but
Never should have come here.
at least vanilla-wise. I realized maybe I should use sparks against these guys. Okay. No, I really do gotta beat that yet because This one's evil. Ooh.
What is it? A test subject. Go, my pets, attack! Cannot even conceive of the power I feel.
Oh. I can only imagine what happens in here. I still had the worst possible time. Hi Joey. How are you? Furball.
What was that?
Oh, yeah. Ew, gross vampires. Vampire! Is that respawned? Damage, stamina. Let's see why I ate that when I already kind of knew that. Well, real life knew that. Dead Khajiit. Still Leg's tail. Makes sense. And these poor kitty cats. Meow, sadly. Hey Oreo, come here. I want to show you what happens when you're rude to us. Cat's evil. Storm Mage gets stormed.
Please. Please let me out of here. You have to let me out. They're going to do something awful to me. There's a lever right there in the center. Hurry, before more of them show up.
I need souls, don't I?
I promise I'll help you get out of here. The books? Oh, I see. I thought perhaps... But yes, the books. The caller will have them. Although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up. Don't you need my help? I shall do my best.
Nice.
And begin. Is someone there?
I'm an idiot. I should be using wards. I don't know why the wards are in free. Why are the wards in restoration? These stupid idiots! These idiots! Just stand in the doorway and don't let me through! Oh crap, I'm probably gonna go Imperial. I have to redo this whole thing.
Huh? What is it? Test something.
Last thing I was doing was to just constantly regain a lot of my restoration. I have a limited magic, and I don't know how, which is the problem. I didn't do anything to even purposefully do that, though. It's a weird thing. Of course, I'm not gonna let any of them leave, because, you know, they're vampires. Great! Do you have any cure disease? Great. Looks like I'm turning into a vampire. Oh my god, frostbite spells. Great, as if I already didn't have low enough health. What the actual crap?
Is someone there? I promise I'll help you get out of here.
All right, then. And begin. You're dead.
Supper at
rather have that. Than that. Okay.
Need something?
Is someone there?
Did you hear something? There aren't any more.
I am
Someone there?
Pathetic fool! The only reason I ate that is for the someone's try to discover many things practical.
You want something from me?
No.
What are you doing that for?
Ah, Skyrim, you never fail to amuse me. I believe that gives me extra magicka. Wait a minute, where did the thing go? My character's not sick anymore? Okay. Oh, I hate accidentally sitting down, it's so
You
annoying.
want something from me?
So you're the one who barged in. How nice to meet you. So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. Oh, I'm afraid we're... I'll allow you the opportunity to turn around, walk out that door. Are you attempting to threaten me? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm over 300. Yeah. It does 8 points of shock damage, but now I am powerful now. Oh man, not panic.
Over here.
Pepperoni, 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 pepperoni. Hi. Thanks.
Well,
Thank you.
everything worked out nicely, didn't it? Well, yeah, you'll be going back to the college. Let this whole thing... Still, you've gotten me out of that cage.
Thanks.
And I won't forget it. Thank you again. And good luck.
I'll take those to sell.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
You tell anyone what I told you.
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Yeah, that's just me
Until next time.
watching my stream before they just keep track of my comments on my phone.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
I think the college is due for it. If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
I don't want to see... Well, thank you. I'll look these over. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. Hundreds of years of... Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
You know, just sell everything that he gave me.
Fight well.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. Well, yes. I can't find my... If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it? Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much. Did he know? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever... If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Eliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must...
No,
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before.
Hey, Dad.
What
Can I have an egg?
I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow... I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the... More importantly, I'd like... So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the... Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here. And now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why...
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I've given us a chance to speak privately. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have... I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as the energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it... I'm afraid it's... You must understand the Sijic Order. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the world is not ready for it. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. I am sorry I cannot provide... Now, I'm afraid it is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? What you learn here will last you a life. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss this. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me...
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
It's always encouraging. Well now, but my goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please.
Well, it was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the...
Well, yeah, I can't find... If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing my alembic? I need it for some research and can't seem to find it. The key to wards is that they... Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserve. Watch what you're doing.
perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Okay.
What you learn here... Really? And I'm sorry. Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff. And how do you know of this? Did you read? And he specifically I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to... A most impressive attitude. Keep this up. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proved... This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Gives my magic about 30, and this increases it by 40. Yeah, hard choice. Either I have some really weird feet, or those are just really weird shoes. Okay, really weird feet. I don't have any shoes. It's great. I like having no shoes.
If there are any... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning... It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's... It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather... I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. See y'all. See everyone.